We're back today with another video, Scrapyard Rescue. Today what we're going to do is I'm going to finally start working on, doing up a bunch of these little dings here, body work on the car. It's one of my least favorite things to do, so that's why I've been putting it off for the past couple years. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to work on this side first. I don't think you can see it on the camera, but there's a bunch of little black marker lines I put around where all the dings are. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that with the old cheek poker, clean it all up, get it down to the metal, and then we're going to go ahead and start putting on, some body filler and stuff, and hopefully it works out and looks a little better than it does now. I got a bad spot on that other fender over there, and I don't know how I'm going to work on that. That's going to be tough, but I can get this side done. The front fender up here, you can see it, but I replaced that fender here, I don't know, last week. That's one of the parts I got off that old Sport Coupe stuff I bought, and that was a good fender, so I swapped out that fender. I got to do the other fender on the driver's side. It's got a split in it. My buddy lives down the road, is a really good welder. He said he could fix that up for me so it'll look real nice. So I'm going to pull that fender off, bring it over to his house, let him weld it up, grind it down, get it nice and smooth, then we'll repaint that and stick it on. And then pretty much the only other body work will be, like I said, that back corner over there, which is going to be a little challenge, but we could probably get it to look better than it does. So I'm going to go ahead, fire up the generator, get the cheek poker out, start stripping the paint off of here, and we'll just keep working on that. Okay, I got that done. I guess that was the easiest part. You can see all the little black spots here now, all along there. That's what I'm going to go ahead and start body filling. I'm going to do this back one here. This one, I'm going to put in fiberglass first. That's pretty deep, dent in there. And I know everybody's going to say, oh, the right way to do it is you're supposed to pound the dent out and get in there and do all that shit. Yeah, well, I ain't doing it because that's just, I can't. That's it. I just don't have the patience. I don't have the right tools. You can't get in there because that's down underneath the trunk floor. It's down in that fender well, so there's no, and how do you do it? I don't have arms 5 feet long to get in there and hold something back there and tap on it and all that stuff. So we're just going to fill it, and someday maybe, when I win the Powerball lottery and got a couple $100 million, I'll take it to a body shop and they can restore the whole car perfect. But until that happens, it's fiberglass and body putty. So I'm going to go ahead and start mixing some of that up. I'll get the fiberglass on first, then go back and hit a batch of body putty and at least get the first coat on, and then we'll see how long it dries. It's like, I don't know, 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning here. By noon it'll be so hot and I won't be able to really do anything. So I'm just trying to get what I can done, this part of the video, and it'll probably be, several days doing this video until we get it looking nice. So I'm going to go ahead and get going on that. Alright, well, I got the first coat of fiberglass on everything. I don't know how well it's showing up in the camera, but you're probably going, boy, that looks like shit. And you're right, it does, but that's just how I got to do it. I do a lot of sanding, believe me, a lot more sanding than should be necessary. But that's what I'll do. I'll hit all this, you know, maybe this afternoon if it sets up. Sand it down, and this is, you know, the fiberglass, and then I'll go back and you know, start putting some thin coats of body filler on it and keep working on it until I get it fairly decent. I did the Pinto, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. There was a little spot I had done a couple years ago on the Pinto that of course looked like crap, but I worked on it and worked on it 3-4 more days. and just kept sanding and mudding and sanding and mudding and sanding and mudding, and it looks pretty darn good now. It's definitely not perfect, and somebody with a good eye is going to see it, but you know, I don't know, it's as good as I'm going to get it. But I'm just going to leave this set up. Like I said, this afternoon we'll continue on and probably hit it with the sander and just kind of go from there. So we'll just get back here as soon as I can. Okay guys, I got the first coat of mud sanded down. It looks pretty good, but I got to go over, you know, and I'm going to go over it right now, mix up another batch and kind of skim coat it. The bigger parts definitely need another coat, but the thinner ones seem pretty good. I'm just going to skim them once real thin, and then hopefully when I sand it down again, it'll be pretty close, and then I think I'll get some build-up type primer, you know, that I can sand and spray and sand and stuff on it and kind of feather it out and everything like that way. I'm going to go ahead and get you over there and let you take a look at it. Okay, that's the worst one right there. You can see there's you know, kind of dark spots. That's where it needs more fill, but I got a lot of these smaller ones here that are all pretty good. Like I said, I'm going to hit them one more time with some mud here, and then we'll let that dry. Tomorrow I'm going to pick up some primer. There's that one there. You can see the dark spot. I got to fill in a little bit more there. So let's just go ahead and get some mud mixed up. We'll just go ahead and do that, and then we'll get back when we get the next coat on, and probably sand it. So. Okay guys, we're back on the fair lane here doing the body work and stuff. I took a couple days off and was doing stuff. I went to a car show yesterday, and you know, some dude just had to go to town the day before, so I'm back on it. So I got most of this is ready to paint, these two doors, and over here, over by the that corner panel back there, I got to put a little bit more mud in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, get a coat of paint on it, just kind of get ahead a little bit on that. Then on the trunk, I got that little spot in the trunk. I got to put some paper and stuff out to, you know, cover the back part of the trunk there and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shoot some paint on these. I got them all pretty good, so we'll go ahead and get at least one coat of paint on it, see how it goes. Today's flavor, Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Cover paint and primer, flat white, my favorite color. Reason it's my favorite color, and the way I'll do it is, if you kind of make a mistake when you get a little run or something, you just take a little sanding block and rub the run out and spray back over it. I'll be able to do this on this car, and when I get it all done, I'll just really like lightly wet sand it, and it'll blend in with all the other paint, and you'll never know the difference on it. So let's go ahead and get some paint on it and see what it looks like. Okay, that's it for now. I'm going to go ahead and get some paper over there around the trunk thing, and I'll spray the trunk. Then I'll go ahead and mix up a little bit more body putty there, and there's a couple low spots still in that, and I'll get that, and it'll take an hour or so to dry, get sanded, and then I can go ahead and finish this part. By the time I get done and over there with that, I'll be able to come over here and shoot another coat on here. You can see the difference already. Looks pretty good. Oh, and I can see a tiny little I guess it's not a run, it's just a difference in the shade. But I'm going to go ahead and get working on that over there, and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, I did the trunk over there. I don't feel like moving the camera over there and setting it all up just to do like a 3-second spray. I did these twice. Oh crap, I missed a spot. That's funny because when I did sand it and did a couple extra second coats of the mud on it, I missed that spot too. It's kind of weird. That's right in front of my face and I don't ever see it. So we'll get that shot real quick. Then I'm going to mix up the mud, do that, and then there is I saw a couple little runs in there. I'll give this about an hour to set up, and I could sand those out and shoot it again, and should be good. Yeah, looking pretty good. Okay, that's I'll get back with you here in a little bit when I'm ready to go ahead and do this rear quarter panel and stuff. So yeah, there's no point in you watching me mix up some mud and smear it on there. I know that's kind of boring, so I'll get back with you here in a bit. Okay guys, I got it pretty good for the day, I think. I gotta up here, I gotta go ahead and put some more skim coat of mud on it. It's still got a divot in it, so I gotta fix that. I want that to dry really good, and over on the trunk it's the same thing. The divot is still kind of messed up, and I got to put a thin coat over that, and then I got to wet sand all this down, get it all smoothed out. It looks pretty good. You can see from you're 8 feet or so, so it looks good. When I get that fixed and get it coated good thing, but I'm just going to go ahead and end this video because it's just going to be a bunch of just little dinking around stuff from now on until I get that fixed up and stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, comments, you know the stuff. You hear it from everybody, it helps out the channel, doesn't cost anybody a penny, so just go ahead and do it. Yeah, again, if you want some of those little stickers I got in the comments, just leave me a mailing address and I'll mail you the stickers. They're free. You won't get anything else in the mail from me, just the stickers, and that's it. So with that, as always guys, thanks for watching.